Hello, welcome to episode 365. I'm going to make a wall safe because I've got a little golden nugget and I want to keep it safe. We're in version 1.20.4 because we need item displays, but I need the teleport duration, which I think actually was introduced in 1.20.2, so this might work in that version. But anyway, here's my painting hanging on the wall. I can right click on it. There's my safe. I can put my nugget in, keep it safe. There we go, safe in the safe, and I can close the safe. There we are. Nice and hidden. Nice and secret. Okay, well, I don't think there's much to waffle on about today. Let's just get on and build it now. Okay, first thing we're going to need is a scoreboard objective. And I'm going to use this to track whether the safe is open or closed. So it's effectively just going to be a boolean. It's going to store a 0 or a 1. Scoreboard objectives add is open. A dummy. Done. And I'm going to build a wall. This is where my safe is going to go. It's going to go in there. And we'll make a temporary command so we can kill things, which is called kill, as we make them for testing purposes. So we'll just do kill, because there's no way I'm going to get this right first time. Tag equals safe. Okay. I'm going to put my safe in that center block. Fill, tab. Copy that, and let's get rid of that block. For my safe, I want people to put things in and out, so I am going to use a chest minecart. Create safe. And I'm going to summon it in that block there. So, summon a chest minecart. It's always nice to start off with spelling mistakes. At those coordinates, open and close, tags, bomb, and we'll just say safe. And I don't think we need to target it individually, so we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so we'll summon that. And we've got minecart with chest. Okay, well, we can change that. We'll do custom name, apostrophe, curly brackets, speech marks, colon, speech marks, you know the drill. Text, and we'll just say safe. Done. Okay, now if you're close to it and pointing at it, you can see the name through the wall. This is not going to be a problem later because we're going to have an interaction entity in front of it, so they won't actually be seeing that. Now, sometimes when you summon this, it will actually, you'll be able to see it showing on the edges of these walls, and you'll need to move it back a little bit. Now, that's positive Z, so you'd think if I just add a little bit to positive Z, it will move away that direction, but it doesn't. It pops out this way, which is odd. Clearly not what I want. But if I change that to, I'll move it away just over half a block, we can see there's a tiny little gap there. So if you do have the problem that you can see the minecart on the edges, well, I didn't want to put that down, then you can just move it back a little bit like that. Okay, so we've got a minecart. I don't want to be able to see the minecart. I want that to be hidden. I'm going to use a lodestone, so let's summon a block display. Good thing about the block display is we can click through it, so it's not going to get in the way. We'll give it some tags. I don't think I need to target this individually, so I'll just have the safe tag. I think that's probably enough. Yeah, that'll do. But we need an item. Block state. Block state takes a name. I am going to use a lodestone because I think it looks a bit like a safe. Okay, now if I just do it like that, it's going to be weird. It's going to come out here because obviously they're always offset, the block displays, just to be a pain in the bum. So we're going to have to give it some transformation information. Transformation, open and close the curlies. We'll have left rotation. I wish there was a way you could put these, or didn't have to put all the defaults in. It's rather tedious. I'm going to copy all of that up to the word left. Copy. And then outside the square brackets, we'll say right, paste. So we've got the right rotation. We'll have the translation, which I'm just going to put as default for now. And we'll have the scale, which I'll put as default. And that's staying as default. Okay, so we've clearly made a mistake. I can see it. That's a full stop instead of a comma. So our scale is 1. If we want to center this block, we want half of 1. So half of 1 is 0.5, so we're going to do minus 0.5 on the X and minus 0.5 on the Z. We'll say done, bump. Okay, cool. See, I think it looks a bit like a safe. It's like a dial, isn't it? There we go. We can still see the name. Don't worry about that. Okay. And if you really hate the fact that you can see the name, then obviously you just take custom name out. But then it will say chest with minecart. But don't worry. Let's summon an item display. This is going to be our painting. And I want an interaction. If I summon the interaction and have the item display as the painting, I can't add a teleport duration to the interaction. But I can add a teleport duration to the item display. So we'll have an item display and it will have the interaction as passenger. Right. Well, those are not the coordinates. We're going to have to go and get those coordinates again, which we could just do from copying here. So 19. Okay. Copy. I'm going to bring it out to 18, just so we can check as we make it, see what it looks like. Now, since it's inside the wall, it's going to, when we slide it, it's going to slide right inside the wall and it'll suddenly go dark. We want to fix that. So we'll have brightness, sky 15 and block 15. That'll stop it going dark. We want the teleport duration. I'm going to say it takes 20 ticks to move from one place to the other. So this, all I have to say is teleport one block to your left or to your right. And the teleport duration will handle the animation for me, which is nice. Tags. This is going to have 2 tags. One, so we can target it with everything else. And one, so we can target it by itself. Safe painting, because we're going to have to teleport it. I want a passenger. Passengers. There's the list. There's one passenger. That passenger is going to have an ID. It's going to be Minecraft interaction. And I'm going to have tags for this as well. Tags. Again, we'll have 2 tags, comma. We'll have the tag safe. And this is going to be us interacting with it, so I suppose it's the input. So safe input will do. Let's come out of the tags, but stay in the passenger. When I click on it, I want my arm to move. So response, true. Okay, let's come out of the passenger and come out of the passenger list. I need an item for the item display. So we're back on the item display now. We've done with passenger. Item. Now, item doesn't have a name. Item has an ID, just to be different. And Minecraft painting with a count of 1B. Let's make sure we stay inside. Okay, we're inside item at the moment. We've done the item. Let's come outside of item, back into the item display, because we're going to need some transformation information. So we might as well put the defaults in now. Left rotation. And they're going to be all default, 0F, 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 1F. We'll copy that all the way up to left. Copy. We'll go back. We'll type right, paste. We'll have translation, which we'll put as defaults for now. And we'll have scale. And I know I'm going to want to change the scale, but we'll put it as default for now. It's going to be too small at the moment. Okay. We'll say done. And see what we get. Okay, F3B, so I can see hitboxes. F3D, clear the chat. Okay, right, so it's too small, it's too low. So let's fix that. And when we move this back into the wall, I think we're going to need to move this forward slightly. Let's fix the size, that's pretty easy to fix. Scale. 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, that's simple. Done. It's bigger, too low, gonna have to move it up. So that'll be the translation. It's going to be just over half a block, probably about 0.65. That looks good. Oh, I can see a problem there. it sticks out this side a tiny bit. It sticks out this side a lot more. What's that? What did you say? Is that point? I don't know. Let's try translation. That direction, which is positive x. Let's just try something quite small. We can't do that. 0.05. Okay, let's try that. F3D again. Okay, it sticks out one block. That looks about right. Okay, that's good. Right, now let's move it back into the wall where its final destination. So let's go home, its summon location. We'll add 1, 19. Summon it. Okay, so we can see the outline of the interaction entity, but we can't see the painting. We're going to have to bring, and I want the interaction entity really to be a bit close. Let's just try moving the painting. Let's try that first. So it's in the middle at the moment, isn't it? And we want minus, let's put -1 and see what happens. Okay, so it comes right out there. Look at that. Right, okay, I'm not sure if we want that. I think I might want the interaction entity to come out a bit as well. Okay. I'm going to take away that -1 we just added. And instead, I'm going to go home and I'm going to move the item display out a bit. Now, I want it to go this way slightly. So that should be, if I say 18.9, what happens? Okay, well, it's come out quite a lot. Can we make it come out just a little bit less? Can't, 18.95? Oh, well, okay, that sort of worked. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. So, we have, and now you'll notice that we can't see the name of the safe because we're not pointing at the safe, we're pointing at the interaction entity. So the name is hidden. We'll only be able to see it when this is open, and that's not too bad. Okay. Well, I think we're set up then. I think we just need a controller, really. So let's get a controller going. Controller. Right, the first thing I want to do, well, we'll put it back. If the player clicks on it, we want to tag it and remove its interaction event or its interaction target so it doesn't keep running the command. So we'll do execute as any entity whose type equals interaction, whose tag equals safe input at itself. Now, at itself is crucial here. We need this for later. We're going to store success on itself. Store success on an entity. The entity will be itself, and we're going to store it into its interaction.player list. So that's where it's storing who clicked on it. And we're going to set an integer in there, and we're going to times it by 0. So I'll scale it to 0. So whatever number we get, if we get a 0, 0 times 0 is 0. If we get a 1 from the success, well, 1 times 0 is 0. So we're putting a 0 in there, which is effectively going to remove its interaction on target. So it's only going to do it if it has a target. But now we are targeting me, and that's not right. So run tag any entity whose type equals interaction, whose tag equals safe input, and we can say whose distance equals less than 0.1, because we're still targeting, we might be targeting me, but we're targeting at the safe input interaction. So this will pick up the safe interaction entity again. And we'll limit it to 1. And we're going to add a tag. Well, this is going to open or close it, so I move me. So we've tagged it. Now when we click on it, it will clear the fact I've clicked on it and tag it. So I think the first thing we'll do is just check that we can get the is open toggling. So let's execute as any entity whose type equals interaction whose tag equals safe. Oh, no, we've given it a new tag now. Tag equals move me. Store success as a score on that entity is open if score that entity is open matches 0. So if it does match 0, we're successful and we'll store a 1. If it equals 1, we're not successful and we'll store a 2. So we're toggling that. Now if we run that now, I reckon it's just going to flick quickly between the two. Scoreboard objectives set display on the sidebar is open. So we go and click on it first to get that interaction going. Bang. Okay, look at it go. It's because it's still got the tag move me. So at the end of this command, let's, in fact, we just do tag any entity, type equals interaction, tag equals move me, and we will remove move me. Done. Okay, so it's on 0, it's on 1, it's on 0, it's on 1, it's on 0, it's on 1. Cool, that's working. Okay. Right, now we just want to do stuff depending on whether it's 0 or 1. So we're going to want to play a sound. If it's 0, we want to open it, and if it's 1, we want to close it. So we've got 3 commands there. So let's copy this reset. We'll leave space for 1, 2, 3 commands, and we'll put the reset on the end. Let's get ourselves a fresh block. Okay. Execute as any entity whose type equals interaction, whose tag equals move me. Do we need to check a score? I think we should say scores equals is open equals, well, we'll just put 0 for now and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, that seems all right, but it's the item display I want to move. So what we should probably do here is change this to execute type interaction, tag equals move, scores equals is open, as any entity whose type equals item display, whose tag equals safe painting, whose distance equals less than 0.1, at that item display, run tp at item display. Oops. I seem to not be able to do that button. There we go. 1 in the positive X. Okay, done. And we'll copy that. Control middle mouse. We'll put it down there. We'll say that to minus. And we'll change this to is open equals 1. And we'll play a sound. Let's go here actually. Execute at interaction, tag equals move me. I'm going to copy all that. Copy. There we go. Tag equals move me. Run. Play a sound. I'm going to use my old favourite sound for anything that moves. Block grindstone.use. Or if you had a resource pack, you could create your own sounds here as well. We'll play it on the master channel for all players at those coordinates. Volume of 1. I think I'm going to want to lower the pitch so it slows it down a bit. So we'll try 0.5. Minimum volume of 0. Done. Okay. Fingers crossed. Oh, I can't believe that worked first time. Okay, so let's get rid of that scoreboard because we don't need that. That's ruining my immersion. Let's get rid of that hitboxes, F3 and B to hide them. Cool, so player comes up, There's the wall safe. They right click on it. The safe opens. Now, because we are pointing not at the block display, we're pointing at the chest minecart, you can see the word safe appear there. Now that's up to you, but I love the fact it says safe in here. I don't like it when it says chest minecart. It's not as good. So I like to leave it like this. But I think we're done. There we go. Okay, I don't think there's much point in me waffling on anymore. We have made ourselves a nice little wall safe where we can hide our valuables. My face is inside the safe for some reason. There I am. Okay. Right, anyway, take care. Have a nice day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.